Yo, after a small hiatus, we back. Redirect podcast. It's your man Drect in here, and I got my man Ness Lee. What's up?
It's your man, Big Boat. You know how I go.
Big Boat? What does that
Boats.
mean?
Best of all time, not greatest.
Oh, Bolt.
There's people out here with better, with greater careers. Not too many people that's just better than.
So this is becoming a thing.
Big
like
boats.
you're making a run.
Big Boat.
Okay. Ness Lee's career is another topic.
Facts. We'll get into that another day.
But right now we're gonna jump into something. It just happened.
Nome. What's it? 8?
8.
Nome 8.
So let's just jump right into the battles because we promised ourselves we'd try to keep this not long because we tired and everybody wants to go home. So
what we talking about? First battle. Loso versus Scotty.
I can't lie, I missed it.
Okay, yeah, I missed that one too.
You said it like you saw.
Nah, I mean, nigga, you know I missed it, nigga.
All right.
I was at your crib.
So from what I hear is Loso won. Everybody is saying that's why you don't give Loso a NOME. Like the same thing with B Dot.
I'm hearing Loso with the 2-1. I'm also hearing Scotty had his first round, which was the only round he won of the battle, was one of the rounds of the night.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people saying Scotty and Loso was the battle of the night.
Really?
Yeah, I saw a decent amount of people saying that.
Kind of that Sue Surfer and K-Shine effect before both of them blew up.
I mean, not to that extent, but
Right.
I'm a big fan. We all know Loso. We all know we support Loso and all that. But I'm a big fan of Scotty.
Scotty's fire.
I made a run for him to be a rap good freshman the first time we did it. I didn't really work out with scheduling the freestyles and all that, but I actually live in Houston, so I support him. I've been knowing him for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
It's the South, man. It is what it is.
So let's get into it. DNA and JC.
That's the last one that I missed. I'm hearing JC with the 3 ski.
Nah, I mean, there's a lot of people saying DNA won the first round. It wasn't the greatest battle of all time, but I feel like there was a point in the battle, I think going into the second, where I was just like, yo, JC needs to develop like tricks. Like I always said, like even though he's lyrically fire, if he doesn't just have to be gimmicky, but if he could do something a little that gives people a little bit more to talk about, like when T-Top brought out the dancer, if he danced back, or just little things that he can do in the moment. I kind of felt like DNA was gonna put his back against the wall, not because he's just way better lyrically, but because he has the ability to be like, look at this happening right here. Look at this. Oh, I got a whole scheme about this. And JC just doesn't have like a direct response to that kind of stuff because he's so focused on the bars sometimes.
Well, my prediction was going to be DNA 3-0. You know what I'm saying? And
really?
Yeah. Just I mean, everybody knows like me and JC. Anybody who knows me, who has seen me, but knows we're in the same vein. So it's like, you know, I know what kind of, you know, how we are up against somebody like DNA, somebody who's extremely focused on the pen, extremely complex and, you know, layered lyrically, against somebody like DNA who has literally every other intangible. Might not be the best lyricist, but he's actually stepping up his pen nowadays. But every single other thing a battle rapper can do, DNA does it and well. You know what I'm saying? So I just figured, you know, in live in the building, DNA was gonna take it 3-0, and I figured on camera it might be something like JC 2-1.
Well, I think a lot of people thought because NOME was in Houston, it was gonna be like an easily impressionable crowd, and they were gonna go crazy for everything. Really, they're more of a tough crowd. People don't know that with the Houston barcodes, and then even back in the day, Texas battle rap, or even like we used to do grind time in Texas. Like they've been exposed to battle rap. This current battle is there now, bro. They had a silent battle. You know them silent parties where you go put the headphones on. They did that with a battle. I think that was crazy. That was the day before. No, I believe.
It's crazy. I had no idea.
Yeah, it's shit crazy. Like, but they've been on it for a minute. You know, shout out to everybody that's involved in that. But yeah, man, I just think that DNA, like his normal like rapid fire style wasn't working the best, and at one point in the battle, JC's content just stepped up, and he really got the crowd behind him. And DNA didn't really like, he didn't get washed or nothing, and I guess like someone might try to argue he won, but I think JC pretty clearly got at least the second and third round.
If JC won in the building, then it might be a 3-ski on camera.
I mean, it depends, because on camera people want to super hone in on the lyrics and act like the venue didn't matter and shit. Right. But it's a good win for JC. I don't think it affects DNA. But as far as JC goes, like he needs a couple strong wins, because he was on that calling out Lux level, and then we all saw how it happened. So let's get into Shotgun versus New Jersey Twork, which is arguably the best battle of the night. Fire. Going into this, nobody expected some super deep astro projected lyricism. People wanted to see people bumping each other. They wanted to see bully raps. They wanted to see pocket taps, and they wanted to see strapped ins. Did we get all that?
We got all of that, but let's go ahead and set the record straight, man. Okay. Twork's pen is crazy. I went into it expecting a lot of lyricism from Twork. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're basically the same nigga aside of Twork's actual pen. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what y'all niggas be talking about. Twork stealing or Twork. I don't want to hear none of that shit, man. This nigga's fire. This nigga's pen is fire. This was a perfect battle. Two perfect niggas to be battling each other. Niggas is dunking on each other on stage. Niggas is moving. I love this shit, nigga. It's probably my favorite battle of the night, man. Probably my favorite battle of the night. I got Twork with the 3-0, but it wasn't a body because Suge was in that building. Suge was going crazy, especially in that first.
I'm trying to bring up some bars right now. I'm probably gonna have to do it. Actually, hold on.
Yeah.
So I guess what I want to say about the battle as a whole, real quick, is that Shotgun Suge did really good. So when people say Twork won 3-0, I see a lot of people being offended, like you're insinuating that he got washed whenever you say 3-0.
Facts.
I think the first round was close, but Twork got it.
Right.
And I think the third round was like fire from both, but I think Suge ended a little weak.
Right.
But like, it's one of them things where Twork just won, but Shotgun did great. That's the best way to describe it without anybody feeling slighted. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas gotta stop being stupid, man. If somebody loses 3-0, that doesn't automatically mean they got washed. If niggas play basketball game, if they play 3 games and one nigga wins, and they 3 games to 11, and one nigga scores, the loser scores 9 points every time, he didn't get washed. You know what I'm saying?
It's like 10-9 in boxing. Like, you didn't get knocked down. It was dope, but the other dude landed 4 more punches on the compu box.
Right.
That's exactly what it is.
Right. Yeah, fire battle, man. Probably my favorite battle of the night, man. Probably my favorite battle of the night.
It might be mine. We're gonna revisit that in a second.
All right.
But okay, I got these lines.
All right.
Okay. So first of all, you are right about Twork's pen, because he's so like animated and so energetic that you want to subliminally say, oh, his pen sucks, he's all performance.
It's because we're used to niggas who have all performance or crazy performance not really having the best pen. It's a different story. Niggas is evolving out here, man.
So something I want to point out that he said, well, first of all, leave your whole house trash, Sanford and Son. Not that anyone wasn't even listening to that. But I don't care how tall ambiguous, it go both ways, nigga.
Never heard anybody use ambiguous before.
I've never heard that in a rap battle.
That was fire.
I feel like Twork reads. Twork, if you see this, hit me up on Twitter and DM me what you be reading. I want to have ambiguous bars as well. Well, I don't want to have ambiguous bars. I want to have bars using the word ambiguous.
Right.
Glad
you fixed that.
Yeah, I know. I got it. So Suge came back. While he was in the parlor getting his nose ring, I was hanging out there in Impala letting that nose ring.
Fire. Yeah. That was fire.
A bar of the night candidate.
That was definitely top 4 bars of the night, man.
Yeah. And then I think a line that as I'm looking back at the Rap Grid Twitter, they got the most likes and retweets was Twork's Ender, which is, what is life like? Click clack. He can tell when it flashed. He can tell you when it flashed before his eyes.
It seems like he has one of those every battle, man. Like with the, it ain't gonna be that though. Bow, yes it is. You know what I'm saying? versus Verb. It's like, I don't know. He just keeps coming up with them type of joints. I love that shit.
Oh, son, my favorite line.
What's that?
It's Mario and Donkey Kong up the ladder, down the barrel.
Ooh, that's fire.
Yo, Twork, I don't know how old he is, but he can't be that young.
That nigga like 23,
because
man.
was it the first Donkey Kong game that featured Mario, where they was both in it, and you had to get to the top of the screen?
That nigga out here watching like video game YouTubes or some shit, man.
Nah,
he's
man.
doing something.
He's young for real.
That nigga's like 23, 24, man. He's a young nigga, man.
Yo, these niggas, these tall football ass
Right.
young niggas.
Right.
So I had 3-0 Twork, but 3-0 great battle. CompuBox scored a close type battle.
Very, very arguable. Very arguable. Suge's first was ridiculous. And I'm not mad at anybody who's giving Suge the first. I'm honestly mad at anybody who gives Suge the battle, but I got Twork with the 3 ski.
Okay, now next battle we got Brizz and Clips. I don't want to talk about this, especially since we said we're trying to save time. Brizz had an off night, and with respect to Brizz and Clips, the stream cut out for like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 minutes.
Equal amount of time.
Yeah, so it was like
their first round.
The last third of Brizz's round and the first 2/3 of Clips' round cut out. Yeah. So I don't know what happened. Brizz was doing okay, but it wasn't nothing special. I don't know what Clips did, but when he came back, it was...
This wasn't my favorite
cool.
Brizz. From what I've been seeing, Mike Phenom or somebody said that Clips' first was crazy. So I can only assume that Clips won the first. And I had him winning the third, so I got Clips with the battle 2-1.
Yeah, Clips did like a okay Clips job in the third round, so he clinched
Right.
it with that. But honestly, it wasn't that good. Just whatever.
Yeah, it wasn't my favorite Clips either from what I saw, you know.
To be honest, the only thing I want to quote from it, or the only thing I really have to say about it, is when Clips said "Your soul more fucked up than Lil Bow Wow's" and like Mike. That shit was funny.
I mean, he kind of cooked in the third, man. You know, third was reminiscent of a classic.
It wasn't
Clips
like
round.
It wasn't like elite Clips, but it was like
it wasn't
a good,
elite, but it was
good,
you know,
man.
it gave you that feeling a little bit, man. But it still wasn't, you know, that vintage Clips that we've been seeing over the years. You know?
Exactly. So forget that battle. Let's jump straight into the announcement. Reed versus T-Rex. Now, a lot of newer fans don't understand that. I did an interview with T-Rex a long time ago about him battling Reed because I thought it was going to happen before. Shout out to Avocado or Twiz or whoever put the trailer together because they took the soundbite of me talking about the importance of the battle and put it in the trailer.
Right.
But basically, that's one of those like we need some type of conclusion to battle rap history that has to go down.
First
You know
off, man, it's a historic battle in the sense that, like, Philly and Harlem was like the YouTube kings of battle rap.
Exactly.
In, like, the early 2000s. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They were the online kings of battle rap. It's like they had the same spirit. Both of them, you know, they go from hood to hood with bars that they've had, and they battle niggas on whatever corner. Whoever got a camera running, we gonna run this and we gonna battle till we run out of bars. That's both of the spirits, and it's like both of these two little small little niggas was like little animals just gnawing that little niggas kneecaps and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
And you know, the history is crazy on this one, man. A lot of people have been wanting to see this battle for over a decade. I myself being one of them. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's gonna be fire, man.
We did a poll. 709 people voted already. There's 19 hours left. But if you can scroll through the Infinite Gnome joints and see it, who's gonna win, Reed or Rex? As of now, 63% of people have Rex winning. I got
Reed winning.
I have Reed too. Rex has to show me that he's hungry again before I can give him a battle. But I guess this would be a situation that would make them both hungry.
I mean, you would think so, but
you never know.
But T-Rex's last two deaths were by the hands of somebody whom I would have figured he would be.
Well, the last one was K-Shine. What was before that?
Clips.
Well, I guess he had smaller battles. You can talk about big stage.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying his last two deaths. were by the hands of niggas I would have assumed
He didn't
would have
do
been.
a joint after Clips.
No, I don't know. I'm talking about him getting killed. The last 2 times he was killed.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Were against niggas that I thought he would have showed up against.
Oh yeah.
And he completely dropped the ball on both of them shit.
To be 100% honest, I got to see it to believe it, but I'm excited for the battle because of the history, and I just leave it at that.
Right.
Now also URL had announced at this point that John John and Hollow the Don are gonna be the main event for Summer Madness 8. Last year they're supposed to do 2 Summer Madnesses, so they're doing 7 and 8 this year. Hitman's gonna be on 7, I believe. And the main, what was the battle they released? It was like a battle we already know, I think.
Solomon versus
No. I don't know. But basically the joint is John John versus Hollow's main event. Now they came out, they talked their shit. John John said something about let's do the battle now. I think he was just trying to hype it. And Hollow started getting mic'd up.
I'm team both these niggas, man. Like I rock with both of them heavy, man. I've been a Hollow fan forever. We did music together. You know, me and John John, Atlanta, you know, we alumni, man. But at the end of the day, man, that stunt kind of made it look like Hollow's up 1 right now, man.
Yo, I feel like John John was just talking shit, and Hollow was like, let's get around in.
Right.
Like I'll smoke you freestyle.
Yeah, that's what it looked like, man.
I feel like they both got the first half, so Hollow was like, I'll give you a round now.
Yeah, and to the general
dirty
public,
batch. Dirty batch.
Right. And to the general public, it's kind of looking like, yo, like you barked on it, like, yeah, you said let's do this now. And this nigga said okay, and then you said nah. So it kind of, kind of look crazy.
So I'm excited for that one. Between that and Reed and Rex, I think.
I know John John is gonna cook on this one. He's been wanting. I've never seen him want a battle this bad. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So that should be a great battle. That's gonna be one of them battles where you get I think we're gonna get shades of the Pat Stay Hollow, the one in England, versus that Hitman John John. That's
a crazy John John. That first round Hitman John John was crazy.
Yeah. So now we have Goodz and Tay Roc. Now this is a interesting battle because after the seatbelt buckling up mad times, I just didn't think that Goodz just be too relaxed, and his strategy is just swag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I didn't really know what to think about this battle, man. Going into it, I couldn't really predict.
Tay Roc definitely.
I couldn't really predict it because I know you can prepare for what Tay Roc is going to do. You know he's going to give you. You know what I'm saying? He's very good at it, but you just know what he's going to give you. You don't really know with Goodz. You know he's going to swag, but he doesn't have any set content that he gives you. So you can't really write for, oh yeah, I'm going to battle this nigga. I'm going to battle this swag. You can't write for that shit.
I think that coming out in the first, I feel like Goodz was talking to him and he had a good strategy, but there was no heavy punches behind it. So it scared me, just from a perspective of wanting to see it like a good battle. It scared me to be like, damn, Tay Roc comes with that seatbelt buckling up shit. Right. It's going to be a long night. Even though I appreciated good strategy, it just didn't come with no haymakers.
Goodz was smart, man. He used his first round to set up his last 2.
That's true.
He planted that. He put that plan in your mind, man. And by the second round, it sprouted into a little bush. Pause, nigga. Super pause. I don't want to go to pause hell, man. By the third round, we had a fully developed tree, and it was already in our mind, and we were thinking as he was rapping it. It was like, okay,
yeah.
So I got Goodz with the 21. Round 2 and 3.
Okay.
This is my first time. Let's talk about, we ain't never seen Roc get booed, my nigga.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna put a timeline into people's heads real quick.
All right.
So Goodz goes first, and he ends with what happens when you put Roc in front of a hustler, gets cooked.
I ain't like that line, by the way.
I did. It was cool. I think he said something. He referred to the small room and said he would have shit in the small room, like an airplane bathroom. Yeah. So then Roc goes, and it's just like, this nigga from the BX will be in excruciating pain. Bunch of Tay Roc joints. That's a Tay Roc signature bar.
Right.
He said you couldn't even drop gems in the ring with and you had gems in your ring.
That was tough. That was tough. That was tough.
Roc definitely won the first.
That's one of my favorite bars of the night.
Well, you know, another one that Tay Roc said was when he was like, "Put your shit in the sling. I'll fuck you up in front of your niggas. Like, this is your king." I wasn't a big fan of the aftermath, the Wakanda bars. What kind of bars?
Right.
Because you know we play around and we say that all the time.
Right.
But yeah, that Michael B. Jordan shit was hard.
True indeed.
So Goodz start coming back in a second, and it's kind of like he wasn't saying like, Roc, you did this, Roc, you did that. He was more swagging on him from like a I really live my life and you rap it perspective.
Yeah.
I think the line that made everybody like start clapping and being like, damn, Goodz is coming back, is when he said, I don't even like stepping in the snow. My coke pure. Oh, and when he said, he's like, you one of them niggas that always almost fuck up a nigga, but never do it. So,
real quick. In the first round, I think one of the bars that planted Goodz angle into everybody's head was when he said, the company. What did he say? The company endorses a nigga and y'all love it. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
Oh yeah, I remember what you're talking about. Yeah.
Something like that. That's kind of what like set the seed, what set the tone for his bars.
But even though his second round was dope, if Roc came with that same type of shit in the first, I think the battle would have just ended at the second.
See, this is the thing. Like, everybody knows Tay Roc's second is always his most fire round. So we was waiting.
Y'all did say that.
Yeah, we was waiting on this nigga to just bomb on this nigga for, like bars after bars.
Well, he comes out bombing because he says you a sucker that punch niggas in the face. I suck
suck niggas in the face.
No.
Yeah,
you sucker punch niggas in the face.
Right. I punch
sucker niggas in the face. Yeah everyone's going crazy.
That was crazy.
And then he just started getting booed. He said something about a round with a stick like a plunger.
Yeah, he said the stick got around at the end of it like a plunger.
Did he say something about seeing crack also?
I don't know.
Like the plumber and the plunger?
I was laughing.
I don't know. But he said sticking around like a plunger.
My nigga, the crowd instantly booed this nigga. Like, it was like on some we've been waiting to do this shit type shit.
So I say that was about like 60 seconds into his first round.
Yeah.
And then for the rest of the round, he struggled to get reaction.
Back. Yeah. And I could actually see him fighting with himself to get through some of the bars. Because once that shit happens to you, man, it kind of goes into your head. Like,
well, I'm glad he didn't just fuck up and fold a couple other niggas would have. Because he was like, I like that shit. Right. I need that. Right. I need this shit to happen to me. He a soldier, so
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
So it was 1-1 going into the third. Then Goodz third was kind of like the same stuff as the second, but he actually got booed at a point. But it wasn't a, oh my god, your ass boo. I think the crowd was like a little drained and they wanted just straight fire, but they respected what they was doing. But I feel like the boos was kind of like, come on nigga, get to the hot shit. So he said he's like, I don't almost about to fight too, but never actually do fight niggas. I actually fight niggas.
Hey,
that was
that's
funny.
Facts.
So Roc goes, and it's crazy because just reading the Twitter, Roc, it looked like he had the stronger bars when it says, swing on me, you not rematching Roc, you gonna be rematching the hollow.
That's tough.
Then his last bar, the whole joint was the DE on Tay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? I liked it. But I feel like when he finally got the crowd back in the palm of his hands, it was the end of his round. So I give it to Goodz. I can see someone giving it to Roc, but Goodz just had a aura about him in that second and third round that mixed with Tay Roc getting booed and it being like an obvious uphill battle for him that made Goodz seem like the clear winner. Do you agree?
In my opinion, I got Goodz being a clear winner, but it's also a very debatable battle depending on what's your preference. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm looking at it right now. A little over 1,500 votes. 42% for Goodz, 58% for Tay Roc.
Sheesh. I didn't see that battle, no.
Yeah. So next we have what is one of my favorite performances of the night, not necessarily my favorite battle, and Ill Will and T-Top.
Fire battle. Now,
I want to say Ill Will had a lot of cartoon bars and this shit that made me laugh. And this nigga said mouth shot. Now he looking like Zoidberg. Yo, if you don't know what Futurama is, just you see the look at it.
It's just a funny reference. Yeah, I know it's right. That's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? We went to high school together. But that's just a funny ass bar, man. It don't really make sense. It's just funny.
I mean, the nigga's mouth is fucked up. His mouth look like string cheese.
Because I've seen a nigga get shot in the face with a shotgun on one of these little crazy websites, and his mouth looked like he was already.
Oh, I thought you was about to say in the hood, niggas get shot in the face with a shotgun. I was like,
nah, nigga,
move,
I've
nigga.
seen niggas get shot, but nah, not like that. But nah, that makes sense. That's fire.
He also said Benjamin Button. I've been 100 since a little nigga.
That's tough. That's
tough. All right, so then T-Top comes back, and I'm not gonna really say all of T-Top's bars. I'll give you one. Like, I'll play mellow and hold the thunder back. I like that line.
That's tough.
But T-Top it was like he was getting outclassed, and he wasn't really doing bad. He just wasn't connecting with the crowd at all.
It wasn't. I mean, everybody has an off night. This just wasn't the best T-Top.
Well, I don't even think he was bad. I think he just didn't connect.
Yeah.
With the venue.
This
wasn't, you know what I'm saying?
T-Top, man. Like, we know T-Top for being wildly charismatic, and you know, his angle game has made leaps and bounds over what it was before, and it just kind of wasn't that before tonight. You know, it wasn't really that tonight. So
I'm gonna give him another shout out because he said in the middle of South Central, I would have gave Willie Manchester shot Luther Vandross. He gonna dance with the pops.
That's tough.
I like that.
That's tough. That's fire.
So Ill Will is coming back and he's saying all this funny shit, creative shit. Now there's a point where he goes, "Yo, Trey the Truth is in the building, and this Trey I brought is the truth in the building." And then he goes on to say, "I heard Adrian Bronner was in this bitch. I'll knock you out and have him looking like Adrian Bronner up in this bitch." And he did the Zab Judah noodle legs jiggly dance.
If you seen the fight where who was Bronner fighting? Was it Maidana? Where he got
I think it was Maidana, yep.
Where he got punched.
That's the first one when he was looking.
Yeah, he was doing the stanky leg. Hey, that ball would be hilarious.
The stand up stanky leg.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was crazy. Adrian Bronner, they had announced. I don't know if they were announcing that he's gonna be on Summer Madness because he said he wants to be on Summer Madness and he'll battle anybody.
That's fire.
I mean, he kind of did get at Mook. I know they never put it out, but it was funny as shit.
I mean, it might as well be out. It's on Smack Channel, right?
Nah.
I think it's on Smack Channel. I think it's out. I seen it. I seen it.
I don't know, but I don't think
it's out on Smack Channel, my G.
Because he even said something like, "Oh, y'all might not have seen it."
I mean, I think it got like 250K views, but that bitch is out though.
Okay. No, well, before we jump back to Adrian Bronner, Ill Will said 2 lines in this battle. This line of the night candidates. The first joint he says is, "You're from a hood where they was on some struggle to survive shit. I'm from a hood where your cousin just robbed your best friend and you got to figure out who to ride with."
That's crazy.
I felt
that's
like
one of them T-Top bars that we just feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he T-Top.
Well, Ill Will's one of the only people that can say that, and my first thing to think of, he might be drawing that from an experience that actually happened.
Right.
Like, I really felt like it happened to him.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Let's see if I'm missing an Ill Will bar. Nope. The other line was the Benjamin Button. I've been 100 since a little nigga.
That's tough.
So, yeah, Ill Will definitely won 3-0. Yep, 3-0. He won 3-0.
Yeah.
Probably one of the clearest wins of the night. Now we have Surf and Rum Nitty. I feel like we're leaving something out.
Nah, that's
we just really didn't talk about Clips and Brizz.
Right.
All right, so Surf and Rum Nitty.
Yo, first off, Clips saying, "Yo, y'all ain't boo Brizz all night. Y'all ain't gonna boo me, nigga." And then the crowd was like, "Boo!" That's one of the funniest shit I've seen on the Smack stage. But yeah, let's go.
No, well, we gotta get into that a little bit because he said, "You ain't gonna boo me, boo." Yo, anybody who says boo sucks dick. Niggas start cheering.
Hey, that's a classic way to get up out of that. That's a classic way to get up out of that. Salute to you, sir.
So this is gonna be hard. I'm gonna try not to read every single line because people gonna be like, "You ruined it," even though you can go pay and watch it on watchbattlelive.com. Rum Nitty goes first. And basically, he spits a lot of hot punchlines out the gate.
Right.
I'll have him leaking. It will be too much to intake. Your manifold.
You gotta know about cars to get that.
Body him. Now surf on a can. It's a Hawaiian punch. Now he's saying this shit back to back. He had about 38 lines back to back out the gate. The problem with Nitty was he had a small stumble that fucked him up. He had to fill it out, but it was like a 10-second thing.
Right.
Then he had a couple joints a little bit after that where he quickly stuttered over a word.
Right.
But the battle was so intense because it was Surf's return that people were hanging off of every word. And instead of just being a perfect 10 round, it was a 9.5 because of the stumbles, even though all his material was fire. It was
his material was so fire back to back that like niggas was catching one bar and reacting to that shit and missing the other ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's following it. But I mean, out the gate, we already knew niggas was gonna fuck with Surf heavy. We ain't seen him in a year and a half. You know what I'm saying? We already knew he was gonna fuck with him in that first round. Very heavy.
He started the battle with people saying a whole 18-bar slogan by themselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So my prediction was gonna be Surf wins that first round regardless. You know what I'm saying?
After hearing Nitty's first round, I didn't think Surf was gonna win. I thought the stumbles left it open a little bit, but I'm like, Surf has to say so many lines. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about before the battle. Before the battle even happened. Yeah, I figured Surf wins the first round regardless. And then the real battle starts from round 2 on out. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how it went. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they was... I'm not saying Surf wasn't gassing in this first round because he was absolutely
Well, let's look at some of the lines.
Yeah.
You can't have debatables when you 30 niggas in real life. No, he said you can have debatables when you 30 niggas in real life.
Right.
Basically saying, all right, I have debatable battles, but I 3-0 niggas in real life, so fuck out of here.
But see, like, the part of Surf's allure is the way the lines come across when he says it. Like, like just reading it doesn't really do it justice. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. Switchblade, stick something in rum like Bill Cosby.
That's tough.
Doctor said, I don't think he's gonna make it. Something important came up.
That was
fire.
Ill.
That was ill.
That's crazy.
That was ill.
That's crazy.
I like that. Also he had a Star Wars thing. I didn't like every line in the Star Wars things, but he got to this part where he was like the gun go chew, Baka. Your princess will lay in the box. I'm gonna have to see 3 POs.
That's tough.
I like that.
That's tough.
So basically, he said a whole lot of shit, and it was obvious that Surf was up 1-0, right? So then Rum Nitty comes back after the meal, put one in his mouth, bulimia. Y'all gas that high pitched voice, helium. Stick hanging out the mill. Let's see if. Oh, you didn't like this bar. Stick hanging out the mill. Let's see if you can bob that. Mill kebab.
Oh yeah,
stick
yeah.
mill
I don't
kebab.
like the can bars. I don't like those.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, is a kebab technically a whole meal? The vegetables and the protein is on there. Technically, it is a meal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't mad at anybody who likes it. I just don't like them.
Now this was just a battle changing line, which you will come to see in a second. He said, after I sensu bean, see if he recover. Now, if you don't know what a sensu bean is, in Dragon Ball Z, these niggas fight for 90 days and 90 nights, and it take up 38 episodes, unless you watch it abridged. And when they need to recover, they eat a sensu bean, and it puts them back at 100% energy, right? This is just, you might think it's some nerd shit, but you're not going to think it's, all y'all niggas watching this know.
It's nerd shit. It just is what it is. It's nerd shit. But I'm a fucking nerd, so I fuck with it.
Everybody knows this shit.
Crazy.
Dog, the venue went crazy, meaning everyone is a nerd.
Right.
So there you go. So Surf comes out, and should I put niggas on game, or should I just talk around it?
What you mean?
The rebuttal shit.
Yeah,
you know, all right, I got you.
Know.
I'm gonna give y'all a window because I freestyle. I consider myself like a high level freestyler.
He is.
Ness,
he is. Facts.
Ness is a freestyle. I think Ness is a high level freestyler too.
I'm decent.
But so basically, when people hear rebuttals or freestyles, they think that like it was all created in a moment. Now, if you're this only works, you know this, if you're very, very, very well prepared for a battle and you know your material,
in and out,
you have the ability to hop in and out of
Right.
it. And it could be a bar you said in a song, a bar you said, or it could be even like you thought it up on the spot, but you know your material so well, you know how to slide it in there and then
Right.
cover it up with written material so it looks a little more seamless.
Listen,
I don't know what he did.
You got to have God moments for that to happen, though. I've only had a couple God moments, and I've only been able to do that, like once or twice, man. But any other time, if you're not having a God moment, and if you're not having your material down, front, and backwards, you're going to fuck up if you do that shit.
So what Surf did is he goes, the joint starts, and he goes, oh, you said something about dogs? Oh, yeah, and you said some shit about Dragon Ball Z,
Right?
And like hero characters and shit. Well, I got you,
Right?
You know what I'm saying? So he keep reminding the crowd, like, remember he said that shit, because I think he wanted the rebuttal to hit harder.
Yeah.
And he was putting that,
in minds,
which is a good move. I'm not talking down on it. That's what he should have done.
Big fact.
So he goes, Dragon Ball scheme. Well, this cat could rot in one of my trunks with a freezer. Now, cat could rot, Kakarot. That's Goku's real name.
Kind of a reach, but as a rebuttal,
I'm not mad at cat could rot, Kakarot.
It's kind of.
I understand because Kaka and cat could, but I'm not mad because he said trunks or a freezer.
I fuck with the trunks.
All right, so basically, Trunks, Frieza, and Kakarot are all
Right.
people from Dragon Ball Z.
Right.
Senzu Bean is kind of crazy, dog.
Right.
I would have never thought of that.
That shit was
Senzu
crazy.
Bean.
That shit was crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But so yeah, cat could rot in one of the trunks of the freezer. The place exploded. Everybody went crazy. We tweeted that out. Twitter melted, and everyone is like, "Yo, it's 2-0" when he said that.
Right.
Now, after this point, Surf's whole second round was basically like some material he wrote, to fit in whatever part he had in the second round,
Right.
and rebuttaling, because Rum Nitty had a line is like Shih Tzu or Shih Tzu. Or something like that, and then
say, I've been through some obstacles with this shit. So it's a dog show or something.
oh, that was fire.
That shit is crazy.
Fire. So Surf kind of stole his thunder because he was making like a thing like, yo, I'm gonna say mad dudes scheme with mad dogs as a rebuttal to you saying the dog.
Right.
And I think, and here's the thing, right? So I was talking about how I think I'm not mad if you thought Surf won the second round because what he was doing on the fly was great. But people are acting like Rum Nitty's second round wasn't very potent because the shit that he put together was ill, and I kind of recognized it wasn't just like Surf was just freestyling. Like, yo, I'm gonna freestyle my whole second verse, and I think people were under that impression, and therefore they were like, yo, it hit harder.
If you don't know too much about
the
preparation process,
if you know
battle rapping, you don't think that shit was freestyle.
If you don't know about preparing for a battle rap or freestyling, it's over. You're just gonna be captivated,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Which you should be. What he did was ill, but having that knowledge, that's why I still thought the second round was close. I wasn't like, oh, Senzu Bean, his whole round is irrelevant.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think when it comes out or when people watch it 2 or 3 times, that second round is gonna be more of an argument because honestly, that's the key to the whole battle.
Right.
So
so Surf definitely round 1. Round 2 is
close. I'm not mad.
Very, very debatable.
I thought it was debatable. I might have edged Rum,
but
also
I
I'm not
like Rum's writing. I liked his wording, his wordsmithmanship, if you will.
Yeah,
better in the second round, but the impact of Surf's second was undeniable. So
yeah, on paper, Rum's was better. It was more well thought out the way he connected things.
Yeah,
but Surf stole the moment. Now, third round. So when machines come out, it's for all the fabrication. Sewing machines.
Right.
Then he had a line. You like Lady Liberty. The one stat you got is reaching.
That was crazy.
The one stat you got is reaching.
That shit is crazy.
Come on, son. So, even though Rum Nitty had a dope third round, and I like those 2 bars, my whole thought was
he left the door open.
It wasn't enough. Like, he obviously was about to lose.
Right.
right?
Right. He left the door open.
Did you feel like, oh, he might win, or did you feel like it's over?
Like he left the door open, but I also knew that the most impact Surf could have had in the battle was going to be in the first. So I didn't really know if he was definitely going to lose or not. I just knew.
My thing, I was like, all right, all Surf has to do is spit like half a round and be like Jerzey, and he won. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, cause here's the thing. Even though I said Nitty might have got the second round, it could have been a reach for me to say that. I have to watch it again, but also like
it was definitely close enough to be swayed.
It was close.
If Surf came in there bombing,
exactly, and Surf had the momentum.
Right.
He had the momentum pretty much the whole battle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, Surf spits maybe 16 bars. 10 bars.
Was it 16?
I gave him 16.
I might gotta go with 8 bars, bro.
And he basically goes, nah, you got it. It's over. Like, you got it. I can't go no more.
I thought he was setting us up for the okie dokie. We know Surf been choking. He been away for a year. He trying to set us up. We gonna get mad at him. Then he gonna be like, psych, and bomb on this nigga. I was just waiting on it.
Nah, I didn't think that.
These niggas about to kill this shit.
You wanna know why I didn't think that? He didn't even say Jerzey.
Yeah, I know. But I just thought he was, I thought it was the setup for the okie.
Well, I thought he basically forgot, and then Rum had said something to him like, yeah, yo, you owe me one for something.
My nigga Rum said, yo, I rap through my shit, you rap through your shit. And the nigga, I saw Surf try. He tried, and he was done with it.
Then he even said something like, yo, you remember you owe me one from something, and Surf was like, all right. And then I was like, all right, he got it. Right. And then he was just like, shit, I don't know.
Hey, that was crazy. That was crazy, man. That to me, that fucked up the battle for me, man.
And this is what I'm saying. And this is why. Now, when I was saying, like, yo, there's certain, on Twitter during the battle, I said, yo, there's certain tricks to freestyling and being prepared that y'all don't understand. Mm-hmm. And people were like, what do you mean? Surf freestyled the whole second round. And I'm like, all right. So when that happened in the third round, I'm like,
why ain't he just freestyle?
Exactly, because it's not. It's just tricks to get a one up on your opponent in the moment. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, it doesn't work like that unless you a pure freestyle dude. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't with 2 or 3 people that could do, like, legitimately do what Surf did in the second round. That's QP, that's Bangs, and maybe Prep, but definitely QP and Bangs.
Chef?
That's about it. Not even Trez, man, because like when QP and Bangs do it, it sounds like they wrote the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody else, it sounds freestyle. It's hot, but it sounds freestyle.
I knew what you're saying by choice of words. You're saying they're the ones that put it into sentence structure like it was written. Okay, so basically the battle ended awkward and people were mad, and you had people saying, okay, well, you forfeited, so you lost. You had people saying Surf won the first 2 anyway. Then you had people that were just confused. Now, let me ask you this, right? Hypothetically speaking, if Surf did win the first 2 rounds, definitely, right? Does he lose because he forfeited? Do we have to count every single battle by rounds, or is this like, dog, you forfeited?
In this day and age, you can't do what he did in the third and win the battle, man. All right, imagine had he gotten out 32 bars and then did that. It's a different story.
Yeah.
You get in 8 bars and you do that, it's like, my nigga, like, you owe us, bro. You been out for a year and a half.
You left like 2 minutes and 40 seconds on the table.
Even more than that, because we write 3 minutes rounds. We end up spitting 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, my nigga, like, you been gone. You been gone for a year.
I would have went to the mixtape.
Right. You been gone for a year and a half, my nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
We expect every bar to be flawless at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been waiting to see you, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you owe us, bro.
And I feel like the way the battle was going, it was going to round out the event perfectly, and it kind of left a little damper on the event.
Yeah. I can see that. It could have pushed the event from being 2.5 to a 4 out of 5. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay. So, basically, so let us know in the comments how y'all feel about the Surf joint. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it's debatable whether he won the second round. He definitely won the first. Right. To me, him and Rum is debatable until I watched it a couple more times, and I was just like, well, that pushes it in Rum's favor 2-1. But I'm a tough believer of, like, dog, you can't just unless it's the first round, you can't forfeit a round.
I don't think you can forfeit any round.
That's what Lloyd Lux did.
Second. Yeah, man. I got Lux losing that shit, man. He won the war. He absolutely won the war.
Nah,
son. You can't,
Nah, to me, none of this shit is in black and white. It's circumstantial, but I just don't think that you can just forfeit a round in crunch time.
Right.
And it's
for everybody who's about to kill me, I realized Lux's third round was probably the best round in battle rap history. I recognize that. But he lost that fucking battle, nigga. Don't at me, nigga.
Nah, nigga, he definitely won. Fuck your opinion.
Matter of fact, at me, nigga. I'm gonna argue with you all day.
At dark ass nigga 125.
Facts.
And you'll get this nigga Noob Sidebot.
Big facts.
So basically, yeah. So I thought it was a cool event. Not worth dragging because it had some dope moments, but it just wasn't rounded out right. I wish the Clips battle was better. What was the other battle that we say could have been a little bit better?
I don't know.
Oh, T-Top could have did better.
Oh yeah, true.
And then if Surf didn't mess up, then the night would have been really good.
T-Top wasn't for lack of trying though. It was just
he just did. Like I said, he didn't connect.
Yeah,
he didn't connect with that crowd. You know what I'm saying? The crowd, in the beginning, the tipping on foes and the trade the truth and this shit, like niggas was connecting to that shit. Right. I would have thought more people would have put a little more effort into researching. Even though they might feel like it's cheating.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Will kind of cut him off before he got to that road when he started off like, yo, this nigga about to name a bunch of Texas.
Oh yeah,
they don't even fuck with. You know what I'm saying?
That's smart.
That's
smart.
Yeah.
Maybe what if that fucked up T-Top? Like he just skipped all of it.
He probably did. Man. You never know, man. You never know.
Well, yo, man, like I said, we probably went over time anyway. But yeah, Redirect Podcast, more consistent, more episodes. We got the Mook battle coming up, so I have a bunch of material based around that.
FitX.
I'm gonna be one of the commentators for that joint.
FitX.
And
I got Verb 2-1 by the way.
Yeah, so what I want to say before we go, completely unrelated. NBA offseason moves are gonna have the Celtics clearly number 1 in the East. Watch what we do.
First off,
oh come on, man.
First off, if Kawhi goes to Cavs and LeBron stays, I will forgive Kawhi Leonard for having fucking cornrows for the last 8 years, man.
Yo, listen, Kawhi isn't going to Cavs. So basically, he's not going to Cavs, so Celtics all day. That's 1. 2, shout out Rick and Morty, if you can see the joint. 3, shout out Beyonce and Jay-Z, because I don't care what nobody's saying, that album is hard. And 4, R.I.P. to my nigga XXX Tentacion.
Peace.
The nigga was talented.
Yo, listen, man, you can't talk crazy about a nigga's legacy if you aren't educated on this shit.
Yo, you know CNN. Yo, listen, it's not even CNN. Well, it is their fault because they hired the writer, but I had to say something to the writer. You know what I'm saying? It was a little public thing, but basically, like, do some research before you pass judgment. Young, talented dude, and that's it. Redirect Podcast. Yeah. Subscribe on iTunes. It goes on Google Play too.
Yeah.
And if you're seeing this on YouTube, thank you. Follow me on Twitter at Direct, Instagram, all that. Snap a Instagrammer book. Snap an Instagrammer book. There we go. Snap an Instagrammer book. Follow me on the Snap an Instagrammer book. Direct, DRECT, everything. What's your shit?
Gesundheit, nigga. Like, just had an elaborate sneeze out this bitch.
Snap an Instagrammer book. You heard?
NESS_LEE on Instagram or just NESSLEE anywhere else, man. Yeah, big boat, man.
Yo, it got to be Snap an Instagrammer booker, cause Twitter.
Right.
No, cause it's Snapchat.
Snap an Instagrammer book.
I said Instagrammer. Snap an Insta Twittergram. Snap an Insta.
You know what? You got
Snap an Insta Twitter book.
You got it.
Snap an Insta Twitter book. Let's go. 1.